What's up, guys? What's up? I hope you can hear me well. Morning video here for you guys. I had this idea. I literally woke up this morning and and this idea just that was the first thing that came to my head. And there's a quote by Bob Proctor. I used to hear him say a lot. And he said, "We are only limited by weakness of attention and poverty of imagination." Let me explain that. This is a deep one. This is fucking deep, bro. Okay. I'm gonna try not to swear in this video. I don't like swearing, bro, but I get excited. We are limited by our weakness of attention and poverty of imagination. What does it mean? Like, if you want to step ahead, if you want to move from one level to another level, if you want to create whatever it is, I'm talking about creating whatever it is you want to create. Look at the mountain behind us. It's some famous Marbella mountain. You can see it from here. Okay, so whatever you want to create, okay? Something that is beyond where you are right now. The component, the trick, the main thing that you have to do is that you have to know where you're going. I mean, it sounds obvious, it sounds simple, but it's really not. Like, for most people, they do not know where they want to go. They just don't have a clear idea about where they want to go. Okay? Hope I'm not gonna drop the phone here. I'm next to the water. If I drop the phone, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, so we are limited by our weakness of attention and poverty of imagination. We don't know where we're going. Okay? You don't know where you're going. How are you gonna get there? How are you ever going to get there if you don't know where you're going? If you just take the car and start driving and you're moving and you're going somewhere, you think you're gonna get there? If you don't know where is this place you're going to, what is it? How are you gonna get there? You don't know what is it. So you need to know where you're going, okay? What do I mean by that? You need to have a clear picture of that person that you want to create, that version of you that you want to create, that new version of you that you want to create, okay? You need to have a clear image. You need to know what is that version, what that version looks like. So once you have that clear image of that version of you that you want to create, how does that person look? How does it walk? How does it talk? What kind of confidence does it have? Does this person has? How does he look? How does he dress? You know? How does he talk? How does he interact with people? How does he interact with the opposite sex? How does he earn money? How does he work? What does he do for work? Like, who is he? How does he look? Is he muscular? Does he have a six-pack? Is he clean? Is he handsome, good looking? What is he? What kind of haircut? You know, you need to imagine. You need to know where is that person. You need to imagine that version that you're trying to create. You need to imagine and have a clear picture of that version that you have. So that's weakness of imagination. Okay? So if you do not have that imagination and you can't create that version of you that you want to create first in your head and imagine it and have it clear, okay, you're not going there, okay, because you literally don't know where you're going. So you need to know where you're going, okay? You need to know where you're going. It means you need to create that. And how do you create it? You create it in your imagination, and hence you have to have a strong imagination so you can create. You need to practice imagination. Your imagination is going to be weird at the start. You're not going to be able to create nothing because it's been dormant. You never used it, so it's normal that you're not going to know how to create anything. So you need to work on that. Start imagining, start painting that picture of the version of you that you want to create. So once you have that under control, now comes the attention. You cannot have weakness of attention. Once you create that image, once you have it clear in your head, now you know where we're going, and this has to be something beyond you, beyond what you're doing right now. Okay, now you have to focus on it. Now comes the attention. Now comes the difficult part. Now comes the attention. You need to give it attention. What does it mean? You need to focus on it. You need to hold that image in your head, that imagined image, that imagined position, that imagined enhanced, beautiful version of yourself. You need to hold it in the screen of your mind and keep it there and keep living there. You have to live there. You have to live there, literally. You have to start acting like that person. You have to do the acts and the habits and engage in the actions of the person that is deserving of being there where you want to be. So you need to literally become that person, and whatever you can in your actions, in the way you talk, in the way you study, the way you work, the way you take care of yourself, the way you take care of your body, the way you eat, the way you think, what you read, what you don't read, all that shit. So you have to hold that with firmness and with attention. And attention comes from one of your mental faculties, which is called the will. Okay, the will is one of the mental faculties. We have 6 mental faculties. Okay, I'm not talking about the senses. I'm talking about mental faculties. This is something you don't learn in school. Okay, so my hand's starting to get tired. So you need to focus on that and keep it with your will. Keep that image vivid in your head with feelings, and imagine how does it feel to be there already. And you keep rehearsing that image, and you keep living from that and acting from that. So now you're going to your goal from your goal. Okay, you're creating that better version of yourself. You're literally creating it. You're creating that better version of yourself, and you are going there. You create it in your own imagination. You keep it in your head with your willpower. You exercise that attention, and you're going there slowly with your actions until it manifests in your life. So that's why we are only limited by our weakness of attention and poverty of imagination. Because if you cannot imagine where you want to go, now you don't know where you're going. So you can't go there. That's one. And if you can imagine where you want to go, if you have that picture of the better you that you want to create, you have it, but you do not have a strong willpower, you cannot hold that image. You cannot live that image 24/7 in the back of your head. Okay, you're not gonna go there, because basically when you focus on it, you're like aiming towards it. You're like going towards it. Imagine you're driving towards it, but the moment you lose your focus on it, you're going somewhere else. So you're not gonna get there if you don't have that strong willpower to focus on it. And how do you develop the willpower? How do you develop the strong attention? By meditating. There is different types of meditation. I'm gonna give you one here. Just put something in front of you, a candle, anything. You can look at your watch. You know, the traditional watch where the thing is moving like this, and you can just try to focus on that for an extended period of time. Start with 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 1 minute, 5 minutes. If you can maintain that attention on your attention on that one thing for 5 minutes or more, now you're starting to talk about strong willpower, because now you develop the ability to focus on one thing and forget anything else. I do my meditation by focusing on my breath, okay? Which is helped me tremendously in my martial art journey, because I can focus on my target. I can see anything that my opponent is doing, and I can focus on winning, not focus on something else. Oh, I'm going to get hit by here. I'm going to hurt myself. All these negative thoughts. I eliminate all these negative thoughts and focus on one thing. Thanks to my meditation, it helped me in my martial art have tremendous focus. Like it's incredible. Like if you would spar with me, if you would feel that energy, you feel that focused energy coming towards you, and the moment you move, the moment you make a mistake, I'm already hitting you. I'm already defending and attacking you back. Like it's crazy. It's hard to explain if you don't experience it. But this happens. This will happen if you develop your focus, your willpower. So now you have strong attention. So now you can focus on that image, and when you focus on it, you're walking towards it. You're going towards it with a good feeling in the back of your head. You're feeling it, and you're engaging in the actions of the person that deserves it. So you need to understand what are the actions of the person that deserves this to be there. Okay, what does this person do? Does he work out every day? Does he eat properly? Is he in shape? Is he in control of his mind? Is he reading? Is he learning? Is he acquiring better skills? Does he have vices? Does he smoke? Does he do weed and shit? Do you know what I mean? Probably not. Probably he's very focused, and he's engaged in a labor of that he loves. He's doing something. He's on purpose, and he's getting better at what he does. Do you know what I mean? God damn, bro! I just gave you the sauce. I just gave you the sauce. Okay, let me change hands and grab the phone with this hand. Oh my God. This is what I'm at, guys. This is my morning walk here in my neighborhood. So just doing the morning cardio, and later on I'm doing a workout. No martial art training for me. I hurt my back a little bit, so I'm taking it easy. But I'm still training twice a day and doing my weights session later. Why am I doing that? Because the version of me that I want to create, that enhanced version of me that I want to create, does these things. Do you know what I mean? I'm already acting like that version of me that I'm going to become in the future. That version of me trains twice a day. Okay, that version of me is always in shape. That version of me does not drink, does not take drugs, does not do alcohol, does not sleep late, does not go to stupid parties, does not engage in stupid conversation with stupid people. Bro, I'm already living. I already became that version, that future version of myself, and I'm living like it. I'm living exactly like that person. The first thing I wake up and do in the morning is pray, meditate, okay, have my coffee, then boom, workout, then reading, reflecting, then sharing my knowledge with the people. Okay, look at these yachts here, bro. So amazing. But the most amazing thing I love is saying good morning to the mountain. You can't appreciate the mountain from here. It looks so small in the video, but here in front of me, it looks so big, so majestic. It's just incredible. So so here you have it, guys. That's the idea behind the video today. Okay, weakness of attention and poverty of imagination is what's holding you back. Now you know how to deal with it. If you have a question, write me down in the video. I'm gonna help you with this. Let's get it.